famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Going well, huh?
Doing well.
Keeping the pot stirred? Keeping the hornet's nest?
Trying to be civil.
Trying to be civil. No, that, you know that's hard for you,
Trying
Bob.
to be non-combative. I was just asking questions. That's what I do.
That's what you do. That's who you are, huh?
That's what I'm saying. That's why these seats are here. Come on in.
Come on in, talk to us.
That's right.
That's right.
Love
to talk to you.
That's right.
All right. Well, we have guests in this morning. We got one set of guests in here. We got some out in the green room. Right now in the studio with us is Crystal Flowers and Faith Teston from Fairhaven. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I'm going to turn y'all's mics on. That would help a little bit. How y'all doing?
We're good. Good
You're
morning.
doing good? You doing good there, Crystal?
I am. I'm good.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, you've got an event coming up soon that y'all want to talk about. You came in, I think, last week or week before and talked about it. Let's talk about it again.
Perfect. Yes, we have our professional women's luncheon and fashion show on Wednesday, April the 24th at 11:30 with our doors opening at 11. So we're excited for all the women of Wayne County, Appling County, and Jeff Davis County to come and celebrate their just success in the business world, to see a fashion show, have some good food from Autumn Hall Steak and Seafood, and help us support Fairhaven and all the wonderful things that Fairhaven does for our community.
Okay. Now, Faith, do you want to talk? Yeah, let me turn your mic up here a little bit. There you go.
We are actually starting a giveaway today on our Facebook page, Fairhaven Outreach and Community Awareness. That is set to launch at about 8:15. But what it is, if you like, share, and comment on the post, then you have a chance to win a free ticket to our event. The drawing or the winner will be announced next Thursday on April 11th. And we will get them their free ticket for the event. So it's just something simple but fun to help spread awareness in our community, but also give back to the people that support us.
Okay, so it'll start this morning, right? And so how long would the registration go on that?
A week.
A week.
Yep, for the giveaway.
And then at the end of the week, you'll have a drawing from all the folks who like, share, and whatever that is, you do on Facebook.
Yes.
So, okay.
And,
well, sounds good.
You can also, if you want to, just buy the ticket. It's $35.
That's right. Make sure you get it. Secure that thing.
We don't want it to you to miss out on your chance. We did sell out last year, so we want to make sure that you get to come and enjoy all the fun stuff that we have. It's $35 until April the 17th. If not, if we still have tickets at the door, it's $40. But if you want to pick it up before then, you can stop by the Fairhaven Outreach Office at 261 Brunswick Street in Jesup, or you can call 912-559-9290 and purchase your ticket over the phone if you want to do it that way.
Okay. The Administrative Professionals Day, I mean, it's been going on for a long time. Different folks have handled the event, and now Fairhaven is a fundraiser for y'all. But it always seems to sell out. So you really want to get those tickets in advance.
Yes. And we have some great, we got good food. We have a fun photo booth by Insta Photos by Pamela. She is all excited, and we're excited to have her with her photo booth. And that's going to be an exciting portion of it. And then we have, I think, 4 or 5 different boutiques in the area that's going to come and showcase their beautiful fashion for the season. So I think it's going to be a good time. We have door prizes. We have a silent auction. So it's got something going on for everyone, celebrating and praising the professional women, the community, and then great food, prizes, fashion show. And then, of course, we can't forget the awareness and raising money for Fairhaven that provides our vital resources for a lot of women and families that come through.
Insta photos by Pamela?
Insta Photos by Pamela.
So I guess she takes it and then prints it out or something like that right then? Or
no, actually, it's kind of it's a setup where you can choose to have a photo or like a boomerang or a little 10-second video clip, And then it'll send it either to your, like, as a text or an email, and then you can upload it to your social media right then and there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty neat. Pretty neat.
So no paper involved. It's all electronics. Huh?
She does have the option if you want to, use this for a birthday party or a wedding. She has the option where you can print out photos
Cool.
as an add-on.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
You said that, and I wondered, what could that be? Is that like the Polaroid of today, but it's a little more fancier than that?
Well, it's really
Most
cute. She's
of
going
it's
to have a
electronic stuff.
backdrop
Yeah.
and photo props. Just cute. Very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do with that today.
Right.
Absolutely amazing.
I think she has other things besides the photo booth. We're utilizing the photo booth, but she has one cool thing I've seen where you stand in the middle and the video goes around you. I think that's pretty cool.
A 360 video?
Yeah.
Boy, I'd have to suck my gut in for that. Hurry up with that thing. I don't want them side views.
Right?
Yes, sir. That belly sticks out a little bit.
It'll showcase your whole fashion, though.
Sometimes we don't want that.
And that's where the photo booth comes
That's where
along.
the photo booth comes in. Can you just Photoshop that a little bit?
Right?
Give me that George Clooney look.
Wouldn't that be a cool little feature?
We've got an ad that's running right now on the radio, and I'm not going to tell folks which one it is. But the ad was produced by a man, but went through an audio processing. Then he had different ladies' voices that he could pick out, and it comes out as a woman's voice.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not going to tell you anybody who it is, which client it is, okay? But we have an ad that got a female voice, but it was actually produced by a man. But it
Wow.
went through through the audio processing where you can pick out different female voices that you want to change your voice to.
Technology is amazing.
Yeah, I asked this person who did this. I said, can you make mine go through an audio processor in the morning so I can sound like Barry White?
I'm sure they could. That's awesome.
So tell us a little about the mission of Fairhaven.
So, Fairhaven's mission is to serve and help people that are experiencing domestic violence, primarily in Wayne, Appleton, or Jeff Davis counties. But, however, if somebody from New York needs help and they want to move to Jesup, Georgia, then if we have room, we'll put them in our shelter. So, it is a super great resource. I wish we didn't need this resource, but it is very important just to have in our communities to keep these women and these children safe in the times that they need to escape the immediate danger. So last year, we served 493 people through our 24/7 crisis call system. So that is 493 times somebody in a crisis called our hotline, we did their intake form, and gave them the appropriate resources, whether it was for a TPO or they needed shelter or they needed to be referred out to a different shelter in another area. With that, we also served in the shelter 170 individuals. So that 170 is just mothers and children who stayed within our shelter. They received the resources because they needed that immediate escape. We also served 75 individuals in our outreach program. So our outreach program is similar to the shelter. They offer all of the same resources, except the outreach obviously does not provide shelter. So it is women and children, or even men. We can serve men in our outreach program that are living with a trusted adult. That's what we like to call it. That could be their mom or their sister or a friend. They have a place that they can live that is safe and secure, that they can raise their family and rebuild their lives.
Okay.
And then we also served 7 pets, 4 dogs and 3 cats in our pet palace that we have at the shelter. That was a really exciting number this year because it's always just been 1 or 2, just because not a lot of shelters in our area, I think in general, not a lot of shelters have areas where you can bring in your pets. And that can be a big hindrance. People do not want to leave their little furry pets.
I couldn't imagine leaving
Yes, so we got that a couple years ago, and it has been a blessing.
mine. Okay, well, good. All right, this big event coming up. Once again, Crystal, kind of give us a summary again.
Yes, our luncheon for the Professional Women's and Fashion Show is Wednesday, April the 24th at 11:30. It'll be at the Unity Church of God in Jesup. Our theme this year is when life gives you lemons, turn to Fairhaven and squeeze the day. Tickets are $35 a person until April the 17th, and then $40 at the door if availability permits. And you can stop by the Fairhaven Outreach Office in Jesup at 261 South Brunswick Street or call 912-559-9290 and purchase your tickets and see us there.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Will we see y'all again before the event?
You sure will.
Great.
April 17th, we'll be back.
You'll be back on April 17th. And once again, you can do the online registration for the tickets starting in just a minute or two.
Right, exactly. We'll have that giveaway, a ticket giveaway.
On your Facebook page there.
Right. And then on April 9th, we have at the Outreach Office, we have that outreach program.
Oh, our women's group. So we invite all of the women in the community. They do not have to be our clients. Our women's group is called Let's Talk About It, and it's really just self-care, building through trauma, just how to make your life go better every day, live more independently, learn new skills. Our outreach coordinator hosts that program, and the location is 261 South Brunswick Street at our Community Resource Center. And the time from the program is from 5:30 to 6:30, and that is on the second Tuesday and the fourth Thursday of every month.
Okay, sounds good.
And of course, our luncheon cannot be possible without our amazing sponsors. Our presenting sponsor this year is Kim Winningham, the Omaha Insurance Agency. And then our gold sponsors are Banks Real Estate, B&B Concrete, Diversified Technical Solutions, Neesmith Chevrolet, Marshland Credit, Union, Harris Ace Hardware, and RIAM.
All right, sounds good.
Thank y'all so much for letting us have
We'll
you.
see y'all soon.
Thank
All right,
you.
take care. All right, we got more guests out there in the green room. We're going to be talking about classic cruising. That's right. The Omaha Classic Cruiser is coming in the show in just a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Bright skies for our Thursday morning. We'll enjoy sunshine today. Highs will move into the upper 60s, but it'll be pretty windy through the afternoon. Tonight, clear, cool, and lows near 50. Tomorrow for Friday, we've got sunny skies and a high close to 70 degrees. Saturday, sunny, a little cooler, highs mid-60s. I'm Georgia meteorologist Laura Huckabee in the GNN Weather Center.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM. We continue on with the world famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO. And in the studio with us right now, we got some members of the Omaha Classic Cruisers, Warren Whitten and Clark Stewart. Good morning, Warden.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you here.
All right. So tell us a little bit about what's going on. I got a call from Randy Franks, and he said that y'all would like to come on the show to talk about an event y'all got coming up with the Omaha Classic Cruisers.
Well, if you've got any idea about us, we normally meet once a month at Sonic. It's an evening show, Saturday evening, for a couple hours. And then once a year, we have what we call our big show.
The big show.
Big show. The Ed Sullivan Big Show.
Big show.
This year, we're going to have the big show April 6th, a couple of days from now, at Wayne County Farmers Market. And the show will be from 10 to 4, 10 in the morning, 10 to 2, excuse me. 10 to 2.
10 to 2 at the Farmers Market Saturday.
At the Farmers Market.
Okay.
And we're hoping to have maybe 80 or 100 cars, classic cars of sorts, be there. We'll have our food vendors there. We'll have music with our DJ. and we're going to kick tires for a while. And the whole reason for all of this for our club is our fundraiser. We support 4-H, hospice, and Fairhaven. And I think our Fairhaven lady just left here.
Yes, sir. Fairhaven just left.
Our proceeds were 501c3, so all of our proceeds are nonprofit, and we pass those on to our charities. And that's what we look for. We like to have a good participation. There'll be a nominal entry fee for our cars, for you to show them. And I think if I'm not incorrect, we're going to pay 40 deep on trophies.
46.
And then
Let's
6
move
more
that
big
mic
trophies.
A little closer to you. There you
We
go.
have 46 trophies and
46 total trophies.
46 trophies. Now, what in the world could explain that there to me, Clark? How can you give out 46 trophies for what?
we got the top 40 and then the 6 for the top classes. Like there'll be a trophy for the best new car and the best old car and the best new truck and the best old truck and the best rat rod and
Now you do have more than just classic cars. You do. I mean,
Yes.
I call y'all the Alabama Classic Cruisers, but
anybody-
your name is really Omaha Cruisers Club. So you could,
that was
you
the
could-
old
you-
was the old name.
Yeah, you could have a 2023 Vet out there, couldn't
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
you? Or Mustang or something like
We-
that.
we have those.
I have 71 Cutlass Supreme, which is sitting outside convertible, and I got a 22 Challenger, and you just don't know what I'm showing up with. I got the new school and the old school, and we have a lot of fun going to the car shows.
We've
Yes,
got a
sir.
fella that shows up with an all-electric car,
Tesla.
a Tesla.
A Tesla.
Then
okay.
we have another member that shows up with an Aston Martin, like James
Bond.
DB9.
Yep. We've got quite a class. We've got old pickups that I'm certain you guys probably drove as youths. People have taken those and renovated them and cleaned them up and shined them up and painted them up and modified them. So it'll be quite a cross-section of vehicles that you'll see out there. Mm-hmm. But again, we're looking for a good show. We're looking for a good turnout, and make some money for our charities that we support. And I always refer to it as the Omaha Cruisers, but I consider us a big car family. You know, we all like cars. I drive a 1964 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia when it's running. When it's running.
And our shows,
And that's not any different now than it was in the 60s.
You got
there,
that
Warren.
right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was the same thing back then with those Carmageddons.
our show's absolutely free to come and look at, and only the people that's bringing cars have to pay a fee. But anybody's welcome to come out and enjoy the show and hang out and talk. And that's the best part of the show is people coming out and looking at your cars. And, man, that's a beautiful car. Lord, won't you sell it to me? And blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We have such a good time, and you make such good friends at these car shows. It takes a while, but I go to the car show nearly every week somewhere, and I've met so many people, and I've called on so many of them to show up, and I hope they come. And
well, I hope they do too. But you'd be surprised as you do, and you walk through these and look at them. Everybody says, well, I had one of those. Especially Mustangs.
Yeah, mine was a 69 Camaro.
Right.
That's what I
think
had
I
when
remember that.
Yeah,
Yep.
in 1970. I got it when I turned 16.
Well, we got 2 or 3 or 4 Camaros that show up at our shows regularly, and they're of that vintage. And we've got brand new Camaros. 28. I think one of our members has got a 2018 Camaro. So it's all the way across. And I think the oldest car we've ever had is like a 1930 Model A.
Wow.
A couple of those. I think Alan Jones has got a 1930 Model A that comes to our
Does
show.
he still has. He
periodically.
has. Alan has that. He still has his vet. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he does that.
out there.
Yeah, we hope to see. We hope to see a lot of folks that we only see a couple of times a year. We'd like to see everybody out there, and I think the weather's going to be
It's
reasonable.
going to be perfect.
Reasonable this
Yeah,
year.
it's going to be not going to be hot, not going to be cold. Going to be sunny for this Saturday, 10 to 2 at the Wayne County Farmers Market. the Omaha Cruisers Club big show.
Big show.
Big show.
And we're gonna have people out there to feed you. And if you don't want to eat what they've got, it's a short step across the road to the Popeyes and the Hog and Bones right up the road.
Just up the street there, one of our
big sponsors.
One of our big sponsors. Yeah.
Yeah. I learned to drive on I think it was a 68. I know my dad got it about that time. It was a 68 powder blue long bed Ford pickup, 3 on the stick, on the column, 3 on the column.
Yep.
There'll be some old Ford trucks out there, I guarantee.
That's what I learned to drive on. And then
one of our members, I think, has got a
60, about that.
A late 60s, very early 70s Ford pickup.
Is his a manual or automatic? I know it's got a 6-cylinder motor, and it's.
I think it's an automatic. Not 100% certain, but there's all kind of different ones.
Yeah.
You know, and you could come out there and pay $25 and put your car in there. You never know. You may walk out with a trophy.
Absolutely.
Both of you. You know.
I don't think my 2017 Chevy pickup's going to win anymore.
Well, you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
You get it clean and talk it up.
And you know what? The
now
amazing.
I do have late '90s convertible, hardtop convertible Mercedes that
there you go.
My dad had that we're going to either sell to someone or fix up. We've got it in a garage somewhere, all locked up and safe, but it doesn't run right now. And so we're either going to sell it as is or we're going to fix it up and then sell it. One of the two, I've been talking to Randy about that, to getting some experts out there to take a look at it.
He'd asked me to come out and have a look at it.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It's just the last few years of Dad's life, he didn't run it or anything. And so it's just been sitting there. And so we got it locked away in a garage somewhere. And probably just going to sell it as is, because I got a feeling it'll take quite a bit of money to fix it up.
I would imagine there'll be plenty of people want to look at it, because that would be a vintage Mercedes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
I just loved it when he got it. He pushed that button, and that hard top just goes back and then back up. And
yeah,
man, that red.
Well, so it's a collapsible hardtop.
Collapsible hardtop.
Kind of like if you remember years ago, Edsel had a collapsible hardtop, and I think Ford had it for a while, didn't they, Clark?
Yep.
Where the top would fold away
right
into the back seat.
Yeah, not the cloth, the hard top.
Hard top.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about somebody getting a knife and cutting into the top of your.
Exactly. But we hope to have a good show out there, and we appreciate the time you've given us here to let everybody know about it. I've been listening to the radio ever since I moved here in 1988. In the last 2 days, Bob, has been very interesting on the radio. Has it not?
Been very interesting with the cases that are going on, and Bob reporting on those, and
absolutely
trying to inform the public.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate the time he spends doing that for our community.
Yeah, and so, but we appreciate you tuning in.
Good deal.
And but once again, the Omaha Cruisers Club got a big show coming up this Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Wayne County Farmers Market. There'll be food trucks there, tons of vehicles there for you to take a look at, both old and new. And it's amazing, guys. We are on the positive side of being a senior citizen. All of us are. And well, I don't know about Bob's not yet, but he's close. But he's not on the positive side of it. I consider senior citizen 65.
Well, if you have snow on the roof, you're there.
I turned 65 in September, so I'm there.
So.
You're there.
So he's a few months on the positive side.
A few months on the positive side. Yeah.
But we still get excited about these cars as we did when we were teenagers.
Absolutely. That's what we're counting on.
Yeah.
That's what we're counting on.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
All right. You gentlemen take care of anything for the guys? Any questions or anything, Bob?
I said look forward to the show, like I said. But also you mentioned you meet once a week at Sonic's?
Once a month.
Once a month. I'm sorry. Once a month.
First Saturday of the month is
month.
Sonic from 5 to 7:30. And again, we have music there, and it kind of gives you the nostalgia theme that we're used to back in the 50s and 60s, the Sonic theme.
Yeah, the drive up, the girls coming out on those roller skates and that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of like you see on American Graffiti.
Absolutely.
That kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Just hanging out with people and
just hanging out,
talking, and it's a lot better than sitting at the house. Most people sit there in the house and they look at the telephone all day. And they got people all around them. They're all looking at the telephone. Y'all come out, and this is old school stuff. And
yeah, get eyeball to eyeball there instead of eyeball to screen.
and I guarantee you, somebody got an opinion, and y'all can have a good conversation, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
And,
that's right.
And you'll end up there with conversations about politics. You'll end up with conversations about everything at the car show. Everything.
I like Randy Franks' Smoking the Bandit vehicle. That's what I like.
Well, exactly, it
Yeah,
is.
I mean,
You know,
that's one of my favorite movies, and he's got. I mean, it just looks like the original vehicle from that movie. So
absolutely, and it's signed by Burt.
is it really?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds signed his glove box.
Signed his glove box.
do not know
Yeah,
that.
that's great.
Among other things that they've signed.
Yeah.
And they go off yearly to the, I guess you would call them Smokey and the Bandit reunions.
Bandit runs.
Bandit runs.
Bandit run. They have bandit runs. Huh?
They have bandit runs, and they actually have a fella that's got a 18-wheeler painted up like was in the show.
Like Jared Reed's.
and he will show up at these bandit runs, and they've got people impersonating Jackie Gleason. And I mean it's unbelievable, you know, what they do on that. But they have a lot of fun with that, and they're good members and great supporters. I appreciate both he and Joyce for all the work they do.
Yeah, absolutely great people.
Yes, sir.
I got an older cousin that lived out in Texas back in the late '90s and early 2000s, and he had a Corvette. I'm not sure what year. I don't know if it was current at that time, an older one, whatever, but he had a Corvette, and he was a member of the Corvette Club there in the San Antonio area. And so he was a member of that club, and they would get, just like in Smokey the Band, they get together with their clubs and stuff like that and show off their vets and talk about them and stuff like that. But one of the things they do, you got long, flat, straight areas there in Texas with miles and miles and nothing but miles and miles. And they would get some members to go to a few miles down the road, and then they get ones a few behind them to watch out for the Smokies, and they would have some fun on those big long highways out there in Texas, and make sure everything was safe, that there was no cars coming by and stuff like that, and they'd
Run them up.
They'd run. They use their horsepower. Just put it that way.
We always, as I close our meeting, or I close our monthly meeting, I remind our members that the streets of Jesup are not a burnout.
That's right.
Because there are a lot of these shows, they have what they call burnout competitions. And that's how far you can spin your tires and make them smoke. Mm-hmm. But we're trying to not have that happen in the city of Jesup, because our law enforcement folks are looking for that kind of thing.
Hey, y'all better behave. If y'all leaving the show here, our local police will light y'all up.
You don't do that with other cars around you. You don't do it in the city limits. You don't in the cars around you. You're not supposed to do it all. But like I said, those were all grown men back then, and back then in Texas, and they knew what they're doing to make it safe.
Well, we've got some members that'll show up at the show with 700 and 800 horsepower engines in their car.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mine's got about 500.
Yeah, we've got a
Yours
fellow.
got 500, and yours is what again? Once again?
It's a 71 Cutlass convertible. It's got a built LS motor in it, and it's sure enough a hot rod.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I'm glad I didn't burn any rubber up here in Jesup when I was in high school in my Camaro. I mean,
it would have.
my fingers crossed, my legs crossed.
Well, I was going to say, if you did, I knew your dad, and that car would probably have been parked.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Thank y'all very much.
Thanks for having
All
us
right,
on
we're
the
out
show.
of time, Bob. All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, we got Warren Whitten and Clark Stewart in here from Omaha Cruisers Club. Got the big event going on this Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Wayne County's Farmers Market, and everyone's invited. The event is free. There'll be food trucks there for you to be able to purchase food if you like, and that's this Saturday. Their big show, their biggest show of the year, this Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Wayne County Farmers Market on North 1st Street in Jesup. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And coming up soon, we got some tickets to give away to the Wayne County Fair. We got some tickets to give away to Wild Adventures Park in Valdosta. We've got some tickets to the Strand Theater to give away and some pizza to the Strand Bistro. All those giveaways coming your way in the next 30 minutes right here on 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country, WIFO.